Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in betwixt and otherwise. I'm your host, the Kid in the Kitchen, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm joined, of course, by my sous chef, Agatha, of the Vile Cauldron. Say hello to the audience, Agatha.
Kid, I am not real. I am a fictional character from Magic: The Gathering.
Very good. All right. So today I'm going to be teaching all of you how to cook my signature dish, Kid Cuisine. If you aren't familiar with this product, it is a delicacy amongst people ages 8 to 10 years old. And I guess we should get started. First and foremost, this is some free advice. Doesn't even come on the box. You're going to want to remove your ingredients from the packaging. As it turns out, eating cardboard is not optimal. Now let's take a look at our meal here. Wow. Doesn't that just look like a delicacy? Now, you know, some people might say that this is a dish for children, but to that I reply, Magic: The Gathering is a card game for children. So shut the fuck up. All right. First and foremost, remove the film and remove the chicken nuggets and sprinkles packet. All right, I guess I should get a plate for that. And we'll let's remove savor there. Oh no. Oh boy. I don't know how I could possibly fuck this up, but I guess here we are. I think I have to put it back, don't I? Oh, I don't! Let's freaking go, dude. Okay, 6, so I can rip it as much as I want. Alright, take our oh. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the sound of quality right there. So we'll remove our oh god, those ones are maybe a little frozen together, but it's okay. Alright, so we remove our chicken nuggets. Oh, looks like we had some spillage here with the mac and cheese. Put those back. Okay, and then our sprinkles. Our sprinkles packet. Look at that. Isn't that festive? Okay, step 2, microwave meal on high for 1 minute. Alright, well that we can do. So we're gonna go over here to our microwave. Just let that simmer for a moment. Now, here's a fun fact that you might not know. Well, of course you can. I can't open this with my hands. There we go. Now, well, of course, the sprinkles are intended for your brownie. There we go. They also serve an ulterior purpose. If you just sprinkle a couple out like that, line them up real nice. You can also do one of these. Whew! That's the good stuff. All right, perfect timing. It looks like our meal is finished cooking for now, so we'll remove that. Oh boy. Ooh. That certainly smells. All right, step 3. Oh, okay, replace the chicken nuggets. Very good. Just line those bad boys up. Make sure they're all nice and separated. Just like so. Then microwave an additional 2 minutes, 15 seconds to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Now, I'm a little wacky, so I think I'm gonna microwave it for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, while that's cooking, I think this would be a good time. I know my sous chef Agatha has also been preparing a dish for all of you, and I figure we might as well see what she has to say. Now, I do have to ask, Agatha, why is it that your cauldron is so vile.
You are not a chef. This is all an illusion. Please, get some help.
Sounds like you could use some MSG. Well, hopefully whatever you're cooking for us today is a little tastier than that.
Agatha of the Vile Cauldron is a 2-mana 1/1 legendary Gruul human warlock that reads activated abilities of creatures you control cost X less to activate, where X is Agatha of the Vile Cauldron's power. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. Additionally, Agatha has an activated ability costing 4 red and a green that reads other creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample and haste until end of turn. So it's safe to say Agatha is cooking with a lot of different ingredients here. On the one hand, she clearly empowers your activated abilities, but then on the other, her own supports a go wide game plan. As a result, I think it would be best if we break this meal into courses, kicking things off with one facet of our face card as the appetizer, moving on to the next as the entree, and bringing all of our sweet synergies together at the end for dessert. And for simplicity's sake, let's advance in order. For the most part, our non-token turning activated abilities are irrelevant when it comes to closing the game, and instead exist to accrue us advantage. Magus of the Candelabra and Soulbright Flamekin, for instance, abuse the reduce in cost from our commander to amass a mountain of mana, with the former untapping an additional land for each point of power our principal possesses, and the latter producing a net of 5 red for an upfront investment of only 3. Stonks. In the same vein, but more concretely, Frontier Guide and Svella Ice Shaper are excellent at assembling an extended lead as opposed to an immediate award, with the Trolls alternative instead being an overtuned impulse later in the game when rocks start losing their luster. Furthermore, Isen the Wanderer Bard delivers these dorks directly from our deck. Captivating Crew kleps creatures that can be killed in combat, while we're pressingly pushing through potential blockers, and Soul of New Phyrexia complements the first of our fighters in the sense that for a family-friendly ton of mana, we become almost impossible to interact with. At the same time, 5-1 still equals 4, and while I'm all about budget, I'm not exceptionally interested in including Colossal Dreadmaw in my decks either, so it's a good thing that I've taken measures to ensure Agatha's effect can be exacerbated. Now, while it would be simple to suit her up with swords and such, devoting resources to souping up a single soldier when our ultimate aim is to assemble an army would be inadvisable. Yes, her second string of text can cover that of course, but spending somewhere between 6 and 9 mana for an overrun every turn is inefficient to say the least, and in my eyes, it's something more of a math fixer instead, allowing you to go over the top when the time comes to take someone out, but never the primary plan. As a result, it must be the case that the food fed to our forces multitasks in some manner. Examples include solo swellers, such as Scale the Heights and Tavern Brawler, which still snag us rampant cards respectively, all while cranking up our Cauldron Keeper, Rising of the Day, which does the same but gives the rest of our attackers a boost in the boots, and Boartusk Liege and Thunderfoot Baloth bring us to our next category of cards because, yes, they do aid Agatha, but also everybody else. But that begs the question, what other cooks are in the kitchen? Well, consistent creature creators, as is the case with Loyal Apprentice and Zendikar's Royal, are among them, and on the top end, titans such as Avenger of Zendikar assemble a platoon of plants in one play, particularly useful when punching is pertinent or when the board has been blown up beforehand. Still, these bowls are pretty bland, stuff you'd see on the kitty menu, and the real spice is saved for the subsection of spells that tie together tokens and our OG assembly of activated abilities. After all, it may be a multi-step process, but level up creatures in kind with Kazandu Tuskcaller are more capable of earning their keep when upping their EXP costs less than a couple each time you take a crack at it. And beyond that, our bread and butter is bodies with pay X, putting something into play. Jade Mage, Ant Queen, and Namada Grove Guardian, who is akin to Agatha in his ability to amplify assailants as well. However, to circle back for a second, I did tell you that everything would tie together in the end, so how about buffs for the boss that also let loose lackeys? Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, pluses to go wide and negs to go tall, and all that's essential for Verdant Embrace to excel is an extension of the game. Finally, and I guess this would be like the mint you get as you walk out of a restaurant, there's 2 more cards to talk about, because in this list, they uniquely have the ability to solely snowball a start. Sarenth Greatworm spits out an average of 4 Power Stones per turn cycle, which may not be able to cast the bulk of our bangers, but does do wonders at enabling abilities if Agatha is ever offline, and Seedborn Muse is the star of the show, accounting for a quarter of our cost alone, but being worth its weight in gold, giving us the opportunity to activate any tap for trophy troopers every turn in addition to merely multiplying our mana. In other words, it's 4 lands with Frontier Guide, 4 spells with Svella, 4 biddings by the Wanderer Bard, and as many insects as you have a state to exploit. Just like candy, I'd say that's pretty sweet.
Alright, and with that, it sounds like our dish has been prepared. Very convenient that it took exactly 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get done with our deck tech, but after a hard day's work, what's better than a little bit of food, a little bit of a nice gourmet meal, some of that kids' cuisine. Don't just slap that label on anything, okay? Alright. Oh my god, that's hot. Alright. Burn my fingers off. Alright, so this is what we're working with. It looks, well, you know, what you can expect. The brownie is a little suspicious, but, oh, it looks like we got some on our chicken as well, perhaps. That's okay. Step 6, we gotta add our sprinkles from before to our little brownie. Wow, isn't that just... Isn't that just a sight for sore eyes? I guess I should eat this. So, oh boy. I'll grab myself a utensil. Alright. Bone apple teeth, I suppose. I think that's more air than chicken, but that's okay. Let's try. Oh my fucking god, that's hot. Oh my god, that's hot. Okay, well, the corn is fine. It tastes like corn. If not, scalding. And then we got our... give you a nice little close-up on this. A little mac and cheese here. I'm gonna blow on this one. Hot? Oh my fucking god, that's hot. Whew. A little runny, but I mean the taste is fine. You gotta keep in mind my standards are not particularly high. I guess lick our fork and we can try our delicious brownie with sprinkles. Well, that's a bit soft. Oh, it looks like it cooked. Itadakimasu. Oh. Okay. Well, something must have gone wrong with the brownie. It doesn't really have a flavor. It's just kind of like ashy, I guess would be the word for it. It just kind of tastes burnt. And it's so soft. Oh, it's like I'm like eating the inside of a pillow or something. Well, thank you all for joining me on today's episode of Kid in the Kitchen. I hope I never do this again.